Let's break down the major new MW3 Zombies update releasing, the last big update we're getting with major changes for this game before Black Ops 6 Zombies comes out. Be sure to drop a like in the video, subscribe if you're new. First off here, of course, PvP in Zombies, a very interesting topic that seems very likely almost confirmed at this point here. Now, we did just get a trailer for the new Cotton Endowment pack, where in the background, there you see players and zombies seemingly fighting each other. Now, leakers have said that this is not necessarily PvP, this is just done for the trailer, but we have so many lines of code and evidence towards PvP that this could easily be a teaser for just that. So we may not be seeing exact gameplay of PvP here, but it seems to be teasing it for sure. But here are all the leaks and info on PvP in this mode here. So PvPvE mode confirmed for zombies, lines of code here about PvP in MW3. Okay, for some more stuff here, highly likely PvPvE is what we get for Season 4. That's why we don't have an ending cutscene or Rift run for the new season. Many Rift items I found before, some is for Season 5, and most of them is for the Relic Hunt contract, which is the Ether counter to find and destroy them. Okay, so other stuff there for Season 5, and we got stuff for Season 3, but Season 4, there's a void in the new Dark Ether Rift content, so instead of getting that, we're going to get the PvP mode. For some more stuff here, PvP is a map event. It is inside the normal MWZ, which means it could be activated like a story exfil potentially, and infill into the new map or match with PvP enabled, kind of like a Dark Ether story rift or portal where you go to a separate lobby technically and you're playing on that map in a different area. Could be like that for PvP there, which actually doesn't sound too bad, because as long as PvP is not in the main zombies experience, where if you spawn into Urzikstan as you normally do in Tier 1, PvP is enabled off the bat, that would be a huge game-changing feature, and most people would probably not want to see that. If it's a separate portal that you teleport to or a separate LTM, that wouldn't be as bad because it's more of an option instead of a mandatory feature in the game. But of course, we don't know for sure how they're implementing PvP there. It could end up being a main part of the game like DMZ was back in MW2 last year. For some more PvP stuff here, normal zombie bounties will be there. PvP bounties, hunting other squads will be there as well. Recon point that can be acquired and can respawn. Team reassigning and merging like DMZ that features already in zombies right now. Respawning system, weapon cases, etc. literally will be DMZ. And for some more stuff here, a whole list of lines of code for other PvP related events, contracts, bounties, etc. All standard stuff here, and this is literally all just the DMZ framework, DMZ features, the PvP elements of that mode, but in MW3 Zombies. And for me, and I talked about this in a previous video, this is not surprising whatsoever, because of course Treyarch is no longer working on this mode here, and they're finishing up Black Ops 2024 Zombies, and it's now IW, Sledgehammer, High Moon Studios, a mix of developers from these newer studios here, that are making MW3, that are focusing on this mode. A lot of developers that also did work on DMZ, so it's obvious that they're going to bring back more DMZ features here, because that's the mode they kind of mainlined there. And of course, MW3 Zombies, as it is already pretty much DMZ. It's the framework, is the exact framework of DMZ, but with no PvP and zombies instead, and a bit of a different mixture with, perks and wonder weapons and other stuff there, but the framework is obviously just DMZ, so it makes so much sense here to have more DMZ features in the game. Now, do I agree with this here? Not necessarily. I would rather it be more like zombies. I don't think PvP makes any sense in a zombies type of mode, but it just makes sense from the developer side of things, because they made DMZ and they see zombies as a continuation of DMZ, and they want to add more DMZ features to mix things up. I mean, I can't knock them wanting to mix it up here, but I just don't know how it's going to pan out. So as I said, PvP seems to be insanely likely to be coming for Season 4, especially here, because obviously, as the leaker mentioned, that Season 4 apparently will not have a Dark Ether Rift here. It seems very likely that the new big feature for Season 4 is the PvP mode, and instead of a portal bringing us to a separate Dark Ether location, the portal will bring us to a separate PvP-enabled area. That could be interesting, and again, I prefer that option much more, but for Season 4, if PvP is a map event on the base Urzikstan map, that would completely change the way people play zombies, and I feel like a lot of people would be pretty pissed off about that. So let me know down below your opinions on PvP in zombies. if they're gonna do it, it seems like, look, they're gonna do it anyway, despite what we believe, despite what we want, it's gonna happen. So what's the best way for it to happen? Do you guys want it in the base map? Do you want it in a separate portal, a separate LTM? Let me know down below. Before we break down some more stuff here though, quick shout out to U4GM if you need cheap cop points, rare unlock codes, zombie schematics, mastery camos, and much more. A bunch of stuff over there. Use code MAT for an extra 5% off. Links are down below. But for the next big update here for zombies, this one is a bit less likely, but there still are a lot of leaks around it. We have the round-based zombies feature, or round-based maps, returning to MWZ. So a long time ago, we had the leak about YouTubers reportedly said that Treyarch told them they had something in the works to satisfy round-based players. Of course, Treyarch no longer working on the mode here. Maybe that's not going to happen now that Treyarch is gone. Who knows for sure? Can Sledgehammer, High Moon, whoever is actually making MW3 zombies now, can they pull off a round-based element of this game so late in the life cycle? Potentially. It's less likely now as time goes on, but it's possible, I guess. And there were some leaks in the files and some strings about a round-based game mode in MW3 zombies, plant explosives to clear obstructions and call for the exfil chopper, like from Cold War Zombies, of course. And another thing as well, a Season 4 leak came out about an unstable rift here and a survive phase, which a lot of leakers are saying sounds like some type of round-based element here. So to me, survive phase seems like maybe you go to the new rift here and you have a round-based element in a small separate area. So it's not exactly a traditional round-based zombies map, but a separate portal that you go through that brings you to maybe a Dark Ether-esque area, and then you'll have a survive round-based element there. So maybe it'll cap out at 25 rounds, 30 rounds, etc. And it's like a mini round-based experience. That would be pretty cool. And I've actually said in the past that that would be sick to go to any of the Dark Ether locations we have right now. If you teleport there and then you have a certain wave-based element where it went to 30 rounds or maybe up to 50 rounds, and at 50 rounds you could finally then exfil. But in between all of that, you had a pretty solid round-based experience. And as time went on, the zombies got more and more difficult. They got faster, they got stronger, just like, you know, normal round-based zombies works in Treyarch Call of Duty. So that could be a great way to appease fans of round-based players. It's of course not exactly traditional round-based zombies as we want it, but we're not gonna of course get that. I wouldn't expect that for this year anyway, so that would be a great compromise to give us a round-based element, but in the existing zombies experience we have right now in MW3. So does that happen? I'm not so sure. I mean, it's less likely, I would say, than PvP. I think PvP is much more likely here, but it still is possible based on the leaks. Now, for other zombies features as well, of course, more DMZ contracts returning, which I don't really mind as much here. A hostage contract in MW3 zombies got leaked out, which we kind of saw this back from DMZ. So having the DMZ contracts, I don't mind, because right now the contracts are getting a bit stale for me. I feel like we haven't seen any new contracts added to the base zombies map. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. All the same contracts. So mixing it up with these types of contracts, even though we saw them in DMZ, would be a W for sure. This one was a super cool leak. MWZ holdout contract will spawn a temporary portal. So the holdout stage, very similar to that of what we saw in Cold War Zombies, where you got teleported to a separate area and you were actually trapped in this area for 3 minutes, and you had zombies coming at you, boss zombies as well. It got pretty difficult depending on where you were at. So we have this kind of right now, the Outlast contract, but the thing is there, you could actually run outside of the Outlast contract. You're not trapped in there. For the holdout contract, you of course theoretically go to a separate area, you're trapped in, and it would theoretically be more difficult than what we have right now with the Outlast contract. So having that return, again, just to add some variety, even though it's not a crazy new contract, it would still be a W for sure. More variety, a bit of a more difficult contract could be super, super cool. Other objectives and contracts that got leaked out as well for zombies here: hunt the Mercs cargo chopper, summon, charge the ether amplifier, and pull the HVT alpha out, kill it before it retreats here, turn, defend, protect it until fully booted up, rescue the scientists from the Mercs here. All different contracts. Some could be, you know, repurposed into Dark Ether Rift Easter eggs, of course, but for the most part, having all these just added as normal contracts, even though a lot of these are very similar to that of DMZ, would still be great for zombies. Just to add some variety, some contract variety, I would say is 100% much needed for this mode. Another leak as well, which is super cool. Gray was in the Season 3 Reloaded cutscene. Raptor 1 got leaked out as well and should be in the Season 5 cutscene. So if there is no Dark Ether portal for Season 4, no cutscene for Season 4 as well, of course, then Raptor 1 will be in that last cutscene for zombies there, or at least the Season 5 one. I don't know if they're not going to do anything for Season 6. That would be kind of crazy there as well, but at least the last one here, which I guess is going to be Season 5, we'll get Raptor 1, which I think is a pretty cool character back from Cold War, so can't wait to see what role he's going to play here in this final MW3 Zombies cutscene. For other leaks as well, Mule Kick from the MWZ to Wonder Fizz menu. Here is the logo that we had in the files here. Now, is this going to release? I'm not so sure. We're already halfway through the year. We got no new perks. I guess they planned on giving us Mule Kick. We could still get Mule Kick in the mode. And this is what it looks like, which is pretty cool, but I don't know when it's ever going to release here, but it did get leaked out, so it could still potentially release very soon. Kind of crazy. I feel like Mule Kick is an easy addition. Just being able to use a third weapon is an obvious good feature. I don't think that's going to take that much work there, but I don't know. I'm not a developer. Who knows for sure why it hasn't been added yet, but again, maybe we'll see it very soon. Widow's Wand got teased as well for MW3 Zombies there. I doubt that's going to release. I think the easiest possibility is Mule Kick, but Widow's Wand, of course, would be a super fire perk to have in this mode here. Super useful as well for tier 3, etc. That would be great. Do we get it though? Probably not. A bunch of wonder weapons got leaked out as well for MW3 Zombies. The Cerberus from Returining and Cold War Zombies. A Terminus Golden Gun as well. A pistol-shaped wonder weapon. So many cool wonder weapons in the files here, which I do think are possible to release for Season 4 and Season 5. We've only really got the VR11, the Ray Gun, the Wonder-Off, I guess the Scorcher's a new one, which is cool, but I don't mind them bringing back, you know, Cold War wonder weapons or creating a new wonder weapon as well. I feel like having a new wonder weapon every season should be a must there. I imagine going to the Dark Aether Rift and not just getting the schematics, but getting the new wonder weapon for the season. That would be so fire. Of course, we're not seeing it now. I doubt it's going to be a new thing here, but they're still in the files of the game here, so we could still see finally for Season 4, Season 5, maybe Season 6, at least one more new wonder weapon for zombies. It could end up being the Cerberus from Returining. That'd be fire, but again, we'll see very soon. Another feature that got leaked out that still isn't out yet is the wallet to MW3 Zombies, something we saw back in DMZ there, and if they're going to continue to bring DMZ features to the mode, like PvP, contracts, etc., having the wallet as well should be a must there. I feel like that would be so fire, but again, it's Season 3, almost Season 4, time is ticking, and at some point, it's not going to be worth it to add these features to the game. This should have been here at the launch of Zombies, or at least Season 1, the latest here, but to not have a wallet, and it's already almost Season 4, is pretty unfortunate at this point. I doubt we're going to get it, but it is in the files of the game. It still is possible to release here, but we're closely approaching our final time to really get this here for it to make sense for the mode. But overall, that's it for this video. A lot of cool leaks here for Zombies, but for the most part, these are the last big changes and content additions we're getting to this mode before Black Ops 6 Zombies releases there. So I'm still excited to see what we get for this mode here. I'm super interested to see how PvP is going to pan out in this mode. If they do end up adding a round-based element here, other perks as well, contracts, I do hope we get some variety. I would rather them take a risk, go for it, and see what happens than not do anything, because at this point, we're looking forward to the next game anyway. Might as well just add the content and have some fun here. So obviously, it might be a bit concerning, PvP especially, but if it works out well and there's a separate mode, it doesn't ruin the base MW3 Zombies experience, I would say go for it. Why not? But let me know down below your opinions on that. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.